Imagine being treated like you're invisible till one small act of kindness in a crowded cafe changes your entire destiny. This is the story of how a struggling waitress fed a billionaire's disabled daughter, not knowing he was watching, and how that single moment flipped her world upside down. What happened next? You won't believe it, so stick around, hit that subscribe button, and get ready for a journey that'll shock, warm, and inspire your heart. It was a rainy Tuesday morning in downtown Manhattan when Claire Reynolds, a 26-year-old waitress with dreams bigger than her paycheck, arrived late once again at Rosie's Diner. Soaked from the storm and scolded by her manager for missing the breakfast rush, she apologized quietly, wiping the counter and fixing her drenched apron, not knowing that fate was already rolling its dice in her favor that very hour. Across town, billionaire tech mogul Griffin Sinclair hailed as one of America's youngest self-made billionaires, and a single father was driving his wheelchair-bound 8-year-old daughter Emily to a hospital appointment when she suddenly cried out in hunger. Despite his tight schedule and aversion to public places, Griffin pulled into Rosie's on a whim. He sat Emily down at a quiet corner table and ordered something soft for her weak appetite, but Emily, often shy and resistant to strangers, refused to let the other servers feed her. Claire, overhearing the commotion and seeing the small, frail girl struggle, stepped in without thinking. She knelt beside Emily, softly smiled, and with gentle patience, she spoon-fed the little girl applesauce and pancakes, humming quietly, making the child giggle and eat more than she had in days. Griffin, sitting silently behind his laptop, pretending to check emails, watched everything unfold, stunned. No waitress had ever treated his daughter like more than a burden or obligation. But Claire looked at Emily like she was the most precious soul in the world. Something shifted in Griffin that moment, something he hadn't felt since his wife passed away 3 years ago. After breakfast, Claire politely excused herself and continued working tables, unaware that the man she just served was worth $6.3 billion and held the power to change lives with a single phone call. Griffin left without a word, but left a $1,000 tip and his business card, folded inside the check holder with a scribbled note. "Call me about your future, Claire." Found the card 2 hours later and nearly fainted, thinking it was a joke. But curiosity led her to dial the number that night. And what started as a thank you call turned into a 3-hour conversation that spun her simple life in an entirely new direction. Over the next few weeks, Griffin invited Claire to help care for Emily part-time, and through her warmth, Emily flourished. She began to speak more, smile more, and even asked to go outside again. Griffin noticed Edaland noticed Claire too. Her laugh was real, her intentions pure, and her courage unmistakable. But not everyone was pleased. His board of directors raised eyebrows. His snobby ex-in-laws stirred gossip. And a ruthless tabloid reporter smelled scandal and began digging into Claire's past, eventually exposing that she once served jail time as a teen for defending her younger brother from abuse. Headlines screamed, "Waitress with criminal record caring for billionaire's daughter." The internet exploded. Claire nearly quit in shame, fearing she'd ruined everything. But Griffin held a surprise press conference, stood beside her, and told the world, "Claire Reynolds is the reason my daughter is alive in spirit. Her past doesn't define her, her heart does. And I trust her with both my business and my family." The crowd gasped, the media flipped, and support for Claire surged. But the biggest twist was yet to come. Griffin's company was developing a groundbreaking neural AI therapy for children with neurological conditions. Emily's only hope to walk again. During the launch, Griffin shocked everyone again by inviting Claire on stage and publicly announcing her as co-founder of the new charity division, the Emily Grace Foundation, giving her an executive role, a 6-figure salary, and naming her publicly as the woman who helped save his daughter. In private, Griffin finally confessed what had been building for months. "Claire, I didn't just fall for your kindness. I fell for you." Tears flowed. A kiss was shared. And months later, headlines read, "From waitress to heiress, Claire. Reynolds marries billionaire Griffin Sinclair." But the fairy tale didn't end there. Claire used her new role and voice to launch programs that trained former inmates, especially women, for tech careers, saying, "Everyone deserves a second chance. Someone gave me mine." And every time Emily danced down the halls in her new braces, holding Claire's hand, the world saw that kindness isn't weakness, it's the most powerful weapon we have. And it all started with one spoonful of applesauce, served by a drenched waitress who didn't even know she was being watched.